Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel video, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back here together again. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing the next part of my 6 MCU movies I want to make part 7 series. Well, not part 7, just the 6 MCU movies I want to make series. So with that said, let's get started talking about the 6 movies that I want to make again. Well, not again, but like, it's new ones. So obviously, by the title, you can tell that this film is all about Stature, Cassie Lang, basically, whatever is going to happen in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, that's kind of what I'm doing for this film, except Stature and her team are going to be doing that. I don't really have many ideas for this film because we don't really know much about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We don't know what the story is of that film. We just know that it's more Ant-Man and more Ant-Man 3, that it's just Ant-Man 3. So we don't know much about it. So I can't really talk about it, but all I can say is that it's my 3rd Stature film. For me, Blade is not really one of those characters that I am familiar with. I have not watched the Blade Wesley Snipes films. I probably will this year, because it's probably going to be part of a series I'm doing this year. I don't know. But, according to the MCU, we are going to be getting a MCU film with Blade. It is going to be a little bit weird that they're going to be doing it, like, with the character, like, how are they going to do it without doing the ultra-violence that they had in the original trilogy with Wesley Snipes? But they'll figure out some way because it's Marvel. So they always have new ways to do that. And then of course, but this film, I'm basically just taking, I want to make a new version. I want to make a new version of Blade, the son of Blade, where we kind of make a little bit of a character arc for him, where it's very deep, very cool, and just overall a great film. That way you could probably get some more great action and something kind of new. But I want to create something cool with it, since the whole Blade world is kind of like a cool world to explore with Marvel. So once again, I don't really know much about the Fantastic Four, but after seeing the 2 ones that starred Chris Evans as the Human Torch, and the one from 2015, I actually am kind of familiar with the Fantastic Four world now, with who these characters are, who are the threats in it, and really just the kind of world that they are in, and I kind of like it. So my plan for this film is that I want to make it kind of similar, but something kind of new and different, where I still kind of want to add that like funniness to it in the original Fantastic Four films, the one that stars Chris Evans, and make a little bit kind of jokes to those films, and then also have this kind of meaningful villain. I'm not really sure what type of arc Doctor Doom's son could have, but I'm just planning to make a pretty good Fantastic Four film about their kids. So according to the picture that I got for this movie, it seems that the Guardians of the Galaxy in this comic book this movie's based off of is going to be turning into Guardians of the Galaxy zombies. So I guess that this will be like an apocalyptic. Now I'm not planning to turn the Guardians of the Galaxy into zombies. That's just a very weird idea. What I'm planning to do is for the Guardians of the Galaxy to fight zombies, not zombies of themselves, because that's just weird. So I'm probably planning for them to have, I want it to be kind of like a zombie apocalypse film. I'm not really sure how they can do that, but we'll see what happens in the future. But I'm mostly planning for it to be a zombie apocalypse film. So Kazar is another one of those characters that I am kind of familiar with because I saw him in the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show that premiered on Disney XD. And his little tiger character, Kazar, whatever his saber-toothed tiger is named, I've always been a big fan of his tiger because he's just, like, I always had this, like, dream of making a movie. Because, like, not only am I a Marvel fan, but I'm also invested into, like, Lion King and Jungle Book. And, like, I've always been wanting to make my own Lion King movie. Because of the Lion Guard and stuff, how could the story of the Lion King and stuff be transferred to what everything takes place now in that universe? And, like, I've always been wanting to make a story for Kazar's saber-toothed tiger as he's a human. But he's kind of like the Hulk, where when he gets angry, he turns into a saber-toothed tiger, and he's trying to run from these hunters that kill saber-toothed tigers, and you have this kind of like Incredible Hulk vibe to it. But that's not going to be the case in this film. I'm making it similarly to the comics, and we'll see how this film goes, if it's made. So I know that in next year, in January, we're going to be getting our first look at Morbius the Vampire in the movies. But I think that in the next couple of years, whenever I become a Marvel director, I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting our own version of Morbius in the MCU. Now, granted, a couple days ago, we did hear that Morbius is going to be part of the MCU, but then he literally got restricted to it. He literally got restricted that he's not going to be part of it. Which I'm glad, because I want this movie to be the introduction of the Morbius in the MCU. So I don't know much about the character. All I know is that he's part of the SPUMIC, the Sony Marvel Characters universe, the Sony Marvel Characters movie universe, where you have like the Venom movies, the Spider-Man movies, the Morbius films. So all I know is that he's a vampire and like he kills people. So I'm wondering if this film will probably have, like, if Morbius and Blade have, like, any connections in the comics, because one of the things that Blade is known for is killing vampires. So how is this film gonna, like, I don't know much about the Morbius character, but whatever we get from the new film that comes out in January next year, and whatever I read from the comics, I'm sure I'm gonna find some information to tell his story to the big screen that are telling by one of the best film directors of all time, me. So that is my list for all 6 MCU movies I want to make for this part. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marvel6 and my TikTok name is Marvel1Fan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my back section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also in Letterboxd. It's the same as my Instagram, Marvel_6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.